I never imagined the person I trusted enough to share my roof with would become the very reason I almost lost my life. When I first moved in with Adwoa, I thought I had found the perfect roommate. She was warm, friendly, and even helped me carry boxes into the apartment that first day. We laughed as we decorated the living room together, cooked meals, and stayed up late talking about dreams and love. I felt lucky. But soon after, something changed. I started to feel sick. At first, it was small headaches, nausea, weakness that came and went. I thought it was stress from work. But the days stretched into weeks, and my body grew weaker. My skin lost its glow, my hair began to fall, and I struggled to get out of bed. Doctors ran tests but found nothing. Through it all, Adwoa was always there, acting like a caring friend. She brought me water, prepared my meals, and reminded me to rest. She even smiled reassuringly, telling me, "You'll be fine, it's probably just exhaustion." I believed her. But one night, everything shifted. I was searching my drawer for a scarf I hadn't worn in months when I noticed something strange tucked at the back, a small bottle wrapped in tissue. Curious, I picked it up, and the label nearly made my heart stop. It was a container of rat poison. My hands shook as I tried to understand why it was hidden in my drawer. At first, I told myself it was a mistake. Maybe it wasn't what it looked like. But deep down, my spirit whispered the truth I didn't want to hear. The next day, I paid closer attention. When Adwoa served me tea, I noticed the faintest white residue floating at the bottom of the cup. My stomach turned. Had she been slipping poison into my food all along? I decided to test her. I pretended to drink the tea, but when she wasn't looking, I poured it into the sink. Hours later, she came into my room, her eyes studying me too carefully. "How are you feeling now?" she asked softly. When I told her I felt better, her face flickered with something dark, something that looked like disappointment. That was the moment my suspicions turned into certainty. But the question that burned inside me was why would my own roommate want me gone? The answer came unexpectedly. One evening, I overheard a conversation through a half-open door. Adwoa was on the phone, whispering angrily, "She doesn't deserve him. He chose me, but as long as she's alive, he'll never fully be mine." My heart sank. The man she was talking about was Kwame, someone I had dated briefly before ending things. I hadn't thought much about him since, but clearly, Adwoa had. And in her twisted mind, my very existence was the obstacle between her and the man she wanted. The sickness, the hidden poison, the false kindness, it all made sense now. I realized my life was in real danger. I couldn't confront her directly, not while she still held the power of my food, my water, my home. So I made a plan. Quietly, I began preparing to leave. I reached out to a close friend, explained everything, and asked for help. On the night I left, I remember packing in silence, heart pounding, afraid Adwoa would walk in and catch me. As I dragged my suitcase out of the apartment, I felt the weight of betrayal heavier than the luggage itself. I never looked back. But the scars stayed with me. Not the physical ones, though my health took time to recover, but the invisible wounds of betrayal. To think that love for a man could drive a friend to slowly destroy me was something I struggled to comprehend. Now, when I look back, I don't see myself as a victim. I see myself as a survivor. I escaped the death planned in secret, and I lived to tell the story. Jealousy can turn even the closest friend into the worst enemy. Pay attention to your instincts. When something feels wrong, it usually is. Protect your health and your spirit. Not everyone who offers you care wishes you well. Love should never lead to destruction. A person who poisons for love doesn't know love at all.